All right, so it's Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to try and knock out a couple of these. Maybe I can get this page done, 28 through maybe 39. This is x squared plus 19x plus 84. Factors of 84 are what? 17 and, not 17, 7 and 12. 7 and 12. We have an equal, what's the goal on this one? This one was to find x-intercepts, wasn't it? Was this a graph? Let me go back and look at the instruction set. Let's find the zeros. So find the zeros. So to find the zeros, we let y be 0. And then we factor. That's x plus 7, x plus 12. Use the cover-up technique. X plus 12 is 0. And that tells me that x is negative 12. X plus 7 is 0. And that tells me that x is negative 7. Those are my zeros. Better known as x-intercepts. 29 is going to be a difference of two squares pattern. This is the a squared minus b squared pattern. It's going to factor as a minus b times a plus b. So 0 would be equal to x minus 5 times x plus 5. Same idea with cover-up technique. Take a pinky finger, cover it up. X is negative 5. Take a pinky finger and cover it up, and x is 5. Those are your two zeros. Word problem. Suppose a rectangle has an area of 50 square feet, so I'm going to draw a rectangle. It says the width is x minus 6. Length, by the way, means long. The length is x minus 1. Wants to know the lengths and the widths of the rectangle. So the area of a rectangle is length times width. The area is known to be 50. It must equal x minus 1 times x minus 6. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to FOIL the right-hand side. I'd have x squared minus an x, take away 6 more, that's minus 7x, and then plus 6. Now I'm going to have to one-side it and equal it to 0. So I'm going to move the 50 to the right because I want to keep x squared positive. 6 minus 50 is negative 44. And I don't think I've made any mistakes yet. So now what I need is I need factors of 44 that add to 7. They happen to be 4 and 11. To be negative 7, I have to be negative 11 because negative 11 plus, sorry, that's supposed to be a 4. Negative 11 plus 4 is negative 7. Then I use the cover-up technique, and I get that x is 11 or x is negative 4. Now, look over at the grid here. If you put a negative 4 in here, you'd have a negative 5. There is no such thing as negative distance or negative length. This guy is extraneous. It works algebraically, but it doesn't work in the real world. That's what extraneous is. So let's talk about extraneous. It works algebraically, but not in the real world. Because it would work. If you make this, if this x is negative 4, this would be negative 5, and this would be negative 10, and negative 5 times negative 10 is 50. It actually does satisfy the numbers, but it doesn't work in the real world. So x is 11. So my length is going to be 11 minus 1, which is 10. Move that over there where you can see it. And my width is going to be 10 minus 6, which is 4. Those are my dimensions, 10 and 4. Every once in a while, a bird gets electrocuted while standing on power lines. I made this question up because I've actually seen it happen. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. Just driving down the road, and a bird just falls, dead. Then I saw it happen again a couple months later after that. I was like 38. Had never seen it before in my life. But anyways, I thought it was kind of cool. But what happens is they get electrocuted. Bad ground or something. Got a little too close to the pole. Anyways, they just die. Suppose a bird is on top of a very tall transmission line, let's say 150 feet, and it gets electrocuted. An equation modeling this bird's death spiral would be height as a function of time is negative 16 t squared plus 150 for all times greater than or equal to 0. Determine how long it takes for the bird to hit the ground, which happens when the height is 0. So we're going to replace height with 0. This is going to be an ugly looking answer, absolutely hideous looking answer. This doesn't factor. There are no factors of 150 that add to 0, but it's okay. We get to use what's called the square root technique. So we're going to jump 16t squared to the right to make it positive. Then we're going to divide by 16. So now we have t squared is 150 sixteenths. And we're going to counteract squaring by square rooting. To take the square root of a fraction, you take the square root of the numerator and the denominator. It will be plus or minus. The square root of t squared is t. 150, I'll go off the side on this for you. 150 should be 6 times 25. And the square root of 25 is 5, so 5 root 6. I will have plus or minus 5 root 6, the square root of 16 being 4. Now, one of those times is valid. It's right here. Time has to be positive. No such thing as negative time. All right? So the only valid time is 5 root 6 over 4. Yeah, I guess this is what, seconds? Which is a meaningless number. I mean, you ask anybody what time it is, nobody says it's 3 root 6 o'clock. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. So 5 root 6, sitting pretty over a 4, takes it about a little over 3 6/100 of a second to hit the ground. Doesn't take too long. All right. Now I'll breeze right through this, hopefully. This is factoring. It says solve if there is an equal to symbol. Otherwise, you factor it. If it's not factorable, it's going to be prime because its only factors are it's one in itself. Now, I haven't done any of these in a long time, so this will be new to me. To create a 2t squared, I need a 2t and a t. To create a 3, I need a 3 and a 1. Thinking about placement ahead of time, I think it goes like that. That makes 6, that makes 1. Plus 3 minus 1. It is equal to 0. So you have to solve. I saw equal to. So 2t take away 1 is 0. 2t is 1. Divide by 2, t is 1/2. This one's easy peasy. T plus 3 is 0. T is a negative 3. So 2 answers. It's fundamental theorem of algebra. You see a 2, 2 answers, real or imaginary. 33, 3x squared minus 8x plus 5 takes a 3x and an x. Factors of 5 are going to be what? 1 and 5? Okay, cool. 5 and 1. Outside makes 3, inside makes 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Negative, negative. No equality, no solving. 34 has equality. Solve the blasted thing. To create a 3p squared, a 3p and a p. Factors of 6 would be 2 and 3. I feel like the 3 goes there and a 2 there. 3 and 3 makes 9. 9 minus 2 will get me to 7. Or negative 9 plus 2 will get me to negative 7. Equal to a 0. Easy factor. P minus 3 is 0. The p-value is 3. The two-step factor. 3p plus 2 is 0. I'll write that out for you guys. You're going to take away 2. You're going to divide by 3. Negative 2/3. 2 answers. 35 is not in STD form. It's not in STD form. Put it in STD form. I personally would shift everything to the left because I like r squared to stay positive. What do you want to do here? We can do 2r and 2r, or we can do 4r and 1r. I don't think it matters. I kind of think this thing's prime. I'm pretty sure 2r and 2r is a dead end. Oh, no, it's not. I'm just being stupid. That's exactly how it factors, isn't it? That makes 6. That makes 2. 6 and 2 makes 8. Okay, sweet, factored. It was plus, 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 plus. There is an equal to symbol, right? So, better solve. 2r plus 1 is 0. Or 2r plus 3 is 0. If I take away 1 and divide by 2, r is a negative 1/2. If I take away 3 and divide by 2, r is a negative 3/2. 36. 6x squared plus 7x minus 10 is absolutely nothing. So we have equality. Let's go with 3x and 2x. I have no idea why. For 10, I like 5 and 2. And it's right, too. No, it's not right. Crap. 5 and 2 won't work, will it? No. I guessed. I checked. I didn't like it. You didn't see what I was doing in my head, but I was trying to figure it out. 6x and x. Still going to be 5 and 2, probably. I don't think it factors. I'd say it's probably prime. Let me go back to 3x and 2x. And if I tried a 5 there and a 2 there, that'd be 15 and 4, not going to be a 7. If I tried a 2 there and a 5 there, that'd be 10 and 6, not going to happen. If I try this one, the 6x and the x, if I try a 5 and a 2, that's going to be 12. It does factor. I'm just apparently kind of stupid today. So this is how it's going to work, isn't it? I need to be positive. That should do it. Let's check me, because apparently I have hit my mental fatigue point of the day. That's 12x, that's negative 5x, plus 5x. All right, cool. Some of you guys probably did that quicker than I did. Good for you. Cover-up technique. 6x minus 5 is nothing. X is 5/6. X plus 2 is nothing, or x is negative 2. One of the two. 37. 4y squared minus 17y plus 15. 2y, 2y, 5 and 3. No. 4y and y. Yep, that's it. 5 and 3. Yes, checked. Missed it. Try it again. No, didn't. This isn't right. The only way to get that 15 would be to do this. And that is a negative 3y. And that is a negative 20y. And that's negative 23y. That didn't work either now, did it? What if I switched it around? I can still get to a 17 on this thing. So this isn't it. This will work. That's going to give me a negative 12y. That's going to give me a negative 5y. And that'll get my negative 17y. Man, I must be getting old. I used to be quicker than this. 38. 4t squared plus 9t plus 6. That sure kind of looks like a perfect square, but it's not. But let's see what happens. Let's go with 2t and 2t, which is probably not going to work. But I don't know. I'm pretty tired. Factors of 6 would be what? 2 and 3. Outside makes 6. Inside makes 4. Nope. Other way to get to that is going to be 6 and 1. That ain't going to happen. That's going to be what? Not 9. We'll try 4t and we'll try t. Still use 2 and 3. Or 6 and 1. That's going to make 12, 14. No. Do it this way. 3 and 2. Going to make 4, 6, 10. No. Let's see here. I feel pretty confident that it's going to be prime. Maybe I finally hit the one. 8 and 2, 10. I'm pretty sure it's prime. I'm going to go off to the side and cheat real quick. See if I'm wrong. I'm cheating by using a graphing calculator, by the way, because anything can be solved with a graphing calculator, and sooner or later I will show you how. But today is not that day, so you don't get to see what I'm doing. Yeah, it has no answers. It's prime. Turns out there actually are no solutions. There are no real solutions. You don't know about the quadratic formula yet, so there's nothing you can do. 39 should factor nicely. My gut says 5u and 5u. My gut also says 2 and 2. My gut also says negative and negative. Because the inside creates a negative 10u, and the outside creates a negative 10u. And you have your negative 20u. So that is 28 through 39. You even got to see me struggle a little bit. It happens. I'm human too. But I persevered, right?